Hey everybody, it is Grant Robbins with Billy coming at you again from the garage, talking all things construction and insurance and tracking and compliance related that I can think of. Today, I wanted to chat a little bit about something that's kind of becoming a little bit more mainstream for us in our business at Billy is when is the appropriate time for a company to think about outsourcing their COI tracking? So what do I mean by that? Well, traditionally in companies, mine as well, you had people on staff. The certs would come in, whether they were project coordinators or project engineers or admin or contract admin, whatever they might be. Someone was reaching out and requesting those certificates, typing emails or following up when a contract was sent out. They're receiving those certificates back in, they're reviewing them, checking them for compliance. If they don't match, you got to email it back and track it all down back and forth, maybe many times until you get it right or you determine that you can have some standard waivers or deviations on the certificate. In short, you get it to a point where it's complete and they can go on the project. But you're not done. You still got to enter the dates into some type of system, Excel or an ERP or whatever it might have been back in the day to track those expiration dates so that you can then get the renewals required in order to keep construction moving forward and staying compliant and safe. Okay, that's the story of how it typically exists in many companies. So why outsource it? Where I'm coming from, just so everyone knows, at Billy, obviously, we provide a solution for general contractors to manage and track with our software all of their subcontractor insurance certificates. But we also offer a service where you can outsource that entire process to Billy. And we're seeing a lot of people that start with software decide that, you know what, maybe it's time for us to completely offload this. And so I thought it would be worth chatting about today. Anyways, why are they starting to make this thought in their head, we should get it in someone else's hands? Well, I think a couple things come to mind. One, companies are realizing that once they start using software like Billy to manage and track their insurance, they have a realization that they're not even close to compliant as they thought they were. And all of a sudden, you're in a dilemma of, okay, do we continue to put blinders on like we did for so many years and not pay attention to it? That becomes impossible when you have a solution like Billy to help you track it. However, the other option is you put someone on staff. You start to increase your staff to review certificates of insurance. Now, that is a solution, but hiring people comes with its own set of risks as well. Obviously, it's expensive to onboard. You have to train. You're training someone to do a job that isn't the greatest, most amazing job on the planet, probably is going to have some burnout. So you have to think about that. You're paying benefits, all those types of things. And maybe there's turnover, which also turnover in companies is very expensive. So the thought starts to become, can we outsource it? Also in today's world with software, people are starting to analyze their systems internally in all sorts of industries, but in construction specifically, what makes sense to outsource, because we cannot outsource the management of construction projects. So there's all these things that have to happen outside of that project to keep it running, but where can we make it most efficient? COI tracking is a very simple answer. It can easily be outsourced. Bring it to Billy, and all those manual tasks that I talked about previously, the requests, the emails back and forth, the review, the renewal tracking, all of that stuff we will do on your behalf as an extension to your company. And I think that's important to note. Again, obviously I'm talking about Billy, but more importantly, what I want to bring into people's focus is outsourcing something is not a bad thing. As a company owner, a lot of times we would have to make the decision, we could do that in-house, but it would be cumbersome. It might not get done as effectively and efficiently as we would like. And so you have to start to look at where you can outsource. There's certain things that we will outsource because someone can do it better than we can, and it's cost effective to do so. And that is the same thing what I'm talking about when it comes to insurance tracking. Doesn't work for all companies, but it's something to start to think about as a company. Where can we gain efficiencies with our current systems, become exceptionally better at compliance, with our subcontractors and continue to keep construction progress moving forward. So start to think about it if it's something that is becoming cumbersome or not. Obviously, we can help track it, and we can also help take it out of your hands. That's it for me today from the garage. Something else to think about when it comes to insurance and tracking. Take care.